Hello Peachies! Welcome back to Dear Peachie! Have you ever struggled with this? You want your lashes to look long and lifted, but putting on falsies feels like too much work. So you reach for mascara instead, but somehow your lashes just refuse to stay curled. You curl them, they look perfect for a few minutes, and then they slowly fall back down. Or the curl just doesn't look right. Instead of a soft, flattering C curl, you end up with a stiff, angled L shape that doesn't complement your eyes at all. And then there's mascara. It turns clumpy, crusty, and somehow weighs your lashes down instead of making them look longer and fluffier. If you can relate, don't worry. In today's video, we're focusing on just one thing: how to achieve fluffy, wispy, natural-looking lashes that stay curled all day long, without the struggle. Before you curl your lashes, prepping them properly is so important. Most of the time, we curl our lashes after skincare or after applying our base makeup. That means there could still be leftover product sitting on the lashes. They can feel slightly tacky, and there might even be some natural oil in between the lashes. If you go straight in with a curler like this, the curl won't hold for long. It's just like trying to curl your hair when it's greasy or still damp after a shower or rain. The curl just won't form properly because the hair is heavy and tacky. The same logic applies to your lashes. So the first step is to prep them. Lightly set your eyelids and lashes with loose setting powder using a powder puff. This helps absorb excess oil and moisture, creating a clean, dry base so your lashes can hold the curl much better and last longer throughout the day. Next, let's talk about curling. One of the most common mistakes when curling lashes is not placing the curler close enough to the base. A lot of people get nervous and position it too far away from the lash roots. When that happens, two things usually go wrong. First, you're more likely to accidentally pinch your eyelid because you're trying to adjust it midway. Second, the curl becomes much less effective. If you're only curling the middle of your lashes, you're basically bending them instead of lifting them from the root. This makes your lashes look shorter and creates that awkward angle instead of a soft, natural curve. The correct way to do it is to make sure the top edge of your curler is gently touching your eyelid throughout the entire process. When the curler stays in contact with your lid, it ensures you're positioning it as close to the lash roots as possible without guessing or shifting it around. To make the curl look smooth and natural, we're going to break the lash curling process into 3 sections. First, curling the roots. Next, the mid-length of the lashes. Finally, the tips. Working in sections helps you create a soft, rounded C curl instead of one harsh bend. First, place your curler right at the base of your lashes. To do this, gently push the curler upward toward your eyelid and slightly lift your lash roots so you can clearly see where you're positioning it. Make sure the top edge of the curler is resting against your eyelid. Once you're confident with the placement, gently pulse about 5 times to build a strong, lasting lift at the roots. Next, move to the mid-length. Instead of fully opening the curler, just release it slightly so you can glide it a little higher. Again, keep the top edge of the curler in contact with your eyelid, then gently pulse around 5 times. Finally, release just a little more and move the curler up to the tips. Again, the top edge is still lightly touching your eyelid. Slightly lift the curler upward as you pulse at least 5 times. After that, gently release. You should now have a soft, flattering C curl that looks lifted, natural, and seamless from root to tip. Now, if you look at your lashes from the front, you might notice that the inner and outer corners aren't fully curled yet. This is very normal because a standard lash curler doesn't always grab those tiny corner lashes properly. So now we're going to focus on perfecting those areas. For the outer corner, use your finger to gently lift and slightly stretch the outer edge of your eyelid so the lash roots are more visible. Then place your lash curler right at the roots. Slightly tilt the curler to the side, keeping it a little higher on the inner side and lower toward the outer edge, while making sure the top edge is still resting against your lid. Start pulsing at the roots, then gradually move upward while continuing to pulse. This technique helps lift those outer corner lashes properly, giving your eyes a more elongated and lifted effect. Repeat the same technique for the inner corner. Use your finger to gently lift the inner part of your eyelid. This time, slightly adjust the angle of the curler so it sits lower on the inner side and a little higher toward the outer side, while keeping the top edge resting against your lid. Gently pulse at the roots, then slowly move upward as you continue pulsing. At this point, your curler will be angled slightly toward the inner corner. You'll notice that the inner part of your eyelid is being gently pressed by the top edge of the curler. And that's how you curl your lashes effectively. Just by curling them properly, you can already see a huge difference in how your lashes look. Longer, lifted, and more defined without even applying mascara yet. However, if you want an even longer lasting curl, you can add a bit of heat to the process. One way is to gently warm your lash curler with a lighter for just a few seconds, but always test the temperature with your hand first to make sure it's safe for your eyelids. Another option is to use an electric lash curler, which heats up slightly and helps your lashes hold the curl for much longer. Next, let's move on to mascara. Choosing the right formula is key. Avoid mascaras that are too wet, as they can weigh your lashes down and make them droop. The best option is a lightweight, waterproof formula. It holds the curl while keeping your lashes lifted. We've also put together a list of highly recommended mascaras from the Xiao Hongshu beauty community, featuring popular brands from China, Japan, and Korea, which are definitely worth trying. To prevent clumping, always start at the lash roots. Swiping the wand across your entire lashes all at once can trap excess product in between and create clumps. Instead, focus first on coating the roots using a gentle zigzag motion. This ensures each lash is supported at the base, giving a firmer lift that lasts. At this stage, the tips of your lashes haven't been coated yet. With the remaining product on your wand, lightly swipe upward along the tips to lengthen them. Because the tips have less mascara, they stay light and fluffy, preventing your lashes from looking weighed down later. For the lower lashes, we don't recommend curling them, as it requires a lot of skill to do safely. Instead, applying mascara is the way to go. Use a gentle zigzag motion to coat the lower lashes and help lengthen them. You can apply a few light coats for buildup, but always make sure to wipe off any excess product from the wand before applying, so you avoid clumps and keep the look natural. Here's the last tip to make your lashes stay curled all day. While the mascara is still slightly damp, gently use your fingers to press and set the curls. This helps the lashes hold their shape naturally. Another way is to use a heated lash wand for extra hold. If you don't have one, you can even warm up a toothpick with a lighter. Just make sure to test the temperature on your hand first, then gently shape the lashes with it. Place the heated wand on your lashes, starting at the base, and slowly move upward along the length of your lashes. This helps set the curl evenly from root to tip. For the lower lashes, follow the same idea but move the wand gently downward. And that's it! With these steps, you can achieve long, lifted, and natural-looking lashes that last all day. Once you master this technique, your eyes will look more open and defined, even without falsies. Give it a try and see the difference for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. Goodbye.